What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Launchpad with Moon Landing. My name is Chris, and today we have a very special guest with us today. He's traveled all over the world many times. He's been a headliner at every festival you can name, local legend in everything dance music. Please welcome the one and only
Tiesto! Thank you, man.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man.
So, arguably, not just me, but everybody else in the scene, this is probably one of the biggest comebacks in dance music ever, which is your story. Because I think the last time you were out here was 2018 for Gold Rush, this exact festival.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was at a different location too, right?
It was.
It was at the it was like a bar. It was not a it was like a saloon kind of style venue last time, I think.
Yeah, it was like a Western venue called Rawhide, so they had an entire Western town. We missed that too, and just seeing you in that environment just made it all come full circle.
I'm just happy we're here again. You know what I mean? Like the fact that we're I'm just I saw so many familiar faces, and it's just it's such a good it feels great. You know what I mean? I'm just like there's an air of just like good vibes, just permeating around the place.
Absolutely, especially with you back, and we're so happy to have you back
you,
too.
Man.
It's been way too long.
Thank you.
Have you noticed anything different about the scene here since the last time you were here?
I feel like last year there was a bit of a dip last year. I feel like a lot of us, me included, were a bit not afraid, but cautious to get back into the scene, and it was like the gears were moving, and now it feels like okay, we're going.
Yeah.
We're going. So it's really, really awesome that it's amazing. I love it.
Absolutely. And correct me if I'm wrong, but personal story for you too is that years ago, you played, I believe, at Maya here in Scottsdale, and there was a lot of stuff that happened in between. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, like I said, someone probably threw a drink on the decks, or something that happened where the equipment messed up. What do you remember about that?
I think wait, was that the one where the mixer died?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I had to So I think I had to do crowd work for 2 minutes while they got the system back up, and it was just that dead air is the worst, man. I have so much respect for stand-up comedians. You know what I mean? Because to have to live in that and have to make people react from that, it's a nightmare. But that was a fun night though.
It was.
I definitely took a shot after that happened though. For sure.
Especially after that, you have to.
Yeah.
No matter
Johnny
what.
Walker was my friend that night. Yeah.
Absolutely. But is there anything from that point in your career to now that you've learned moreover? What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your hiatus over the last couple of years?
I feel like I learned myself. It took a long time, but now I'm more sure of what I'm doing than I have ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Even it feels like 2018, 2019. I have that drive again, and it's been a long time, and I'm just really, really excited to let it out. You know?
Absolutely, and especially back in that era, we had a lot of rollouts from you, and then Marshmello, and you guys were just neck and neck, and just leading everything in the scene. Was there something that you were missing about those moments like that, just being in front of people and performing what you produce?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a moment after the set where it's I want to rewind back to the beginning and just do it all over again. The fact that every night we get to go out there and essentially feel that every night at whatever festival, whatever show, is just it's a gift that we've all been given as DJs at these festivals, and it's amazing. It's it still blows my mind every single time. It's right before my set tonight, I'm gonna just sit backstage holy crap, this is this is a real thing, you know. So that never really goes away.
No. And especially like out here too is like, have you ever ran into fans that have seen you from years ago and say like, hey, I met you here, here, and here, and you did this to my life? Like, how has that impacted other people, and how have you received that kind of impact from other people?
So it's weird, I always say either surreal or weird, but it's amazing, you know, because people remember my history a little bit, you know, like people that I haven't spoken to for forever that are like, oh my God, I remember you from this thing, and I'm like, how do you even? The fact that you know that that's a thing is like just like it just kind of blows my mind. So we were at a dispensary today, and we actually bumped into somebody that he because I used to be in this group called Monsters with Tiny Mustaches with my buddy Miguel, and he goes, so the guy behind the counter goes, Monsters with Tiny, and I'm like, so that EP came out in like 2013.
Right.
So like I was just like, it was one of those like the Matrix broke for a second, and I was like, wait, what? But like it was cool, like moments like that where it's like, you know, somebody comes up to you and it's like, you know, like okay, so what high school did you graduate from?
So I'm from Wisconsin originally, so I graduated from Rufus Gang.
So imagine somebody comes up to you and says your school name, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, but like somebody that you don't know or something. It's like, I remember when you did the talent show in 8th grade, and just says something that you couldn't even possibly like have told them or something. It's like,
yeah,
what?
It's like completely left field. You're like, wait, what?
It just kind of like
how do you know that about me?
What? We were just at a dispensary. James, the dispensary today.
Yeah, this dude's like famous here. I've had my roommate from Atlanta, Georgia say, hey, listen, we just met the guy you bought weed from today. And I was like, I've been to Phoenix like twice in my life.
It's like, but it it goes to show how small of a world it is, though, you know, because like I see all the same people at the same at all the festivals, and it is like a community type of thing. Like, it is awesome.
Exactly. And speaking of like keeping that community together, you're a big gamer.
Yes.
Like, as well as myself and a lot of people out here right now. So do you have a chance to reconnect with your fans through gaming, or do you ever have the chance to like talk to people through the mic?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll play Fortnite with some fans. Sometimes I'll tweet that I'm on Fortnite, let's play, and then some fans will add me, and we'll get a few rounds in and stuff like that. It's always a really fun experience because like I never really had that kind of artist interaction when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So being able to give that experience to people that give their time to me and support what I do, that's like, you know, it's the least I can do, and it's fun. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like some of the fans are actually like kind of cracked at Fortnite. And they're like they kill it, so it's awesome.
Like day in and day out they practice. Or do you have like the occasional person that like talks to you and they're just like, oh my God, I just talked to Slushii over Xbox Live or PS5. Like you have like all.
And I'm like, it was a fake account. It wasn't me.
Dude, for real. But I'll give you this or that as far as video games, with like what you prefer. So Fortnite or Apex?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, definitely Fortnite. Apex, if you would have asked me maybe like, did you say 20 years ago? If you would have asked me 20 years ago, I would have said
What is soup?
Pong. No, but yeah, Fortnite for sure. I'm really bad at first-person shooters, but like because it's a third-person one, and they took building out, so you can you know, there's some of these kids like build like towers, bro.
Literally castles.
Towers. And I'm like, I can't.
It's like, how do you take the time to like create all of this? But what about League of Legends or Warcraft?
Neither.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding. I would say Warcraft, because Mr. Pandaria. I don't know if you.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's gonna know what that is.
It's like for the people who don't know.
It's a specific expansion. Like it's a really old one. But yeah, I tried League of Legends. I'm really bad at both games. I'm not really good at video games. I'm just a fan of I love playing them. But yeah, World of Warcraft and League of Legends I never really got into just because I'm really horrible at them. So, but yeah, would love to get into it and actually play and be horrible at it again.
You heard it here first. He's waiting for you guys to play with him.
Let's go. Let's start a squad or whatever the term is in those games, or battalion, or
Hey, get all that together. But then one of your releases recently this year, Past Lives, wanted to discuss. What was the influence behind that, and what inspired you to just make that?
So it's a song originally by a band called Borns, and I did a remix during the pandemic, and I released it for free. There was an artist that stole my song off of YouTube, re-uploaded it to Spotify under their name, it went crazy viral, and got a ton of streams and everything under their name, and Interscope, the label that had released the original, had kind of been like, dude, like, what's going on? And I'm like, well, I didn't even know that the record was out. You know what I mean? So, an hour before my flight to Asia, I re-recorded the vocals, the Borns vocals myself, and I sang them myself. So the version that you hear on Spotify is my voice, and that was how we essentially kind of figured out the situation in the end was, well, I'm just going to do it myself.
Right.
And that's how we're going to fight back, is we're going to fight back with creativity, and creativity will win. And it won. So, yeah.
There you go. And there's always like that little shortcut around too, like where they're just like, okay, we can't like clear the sample. All right, let's re-record it on our own vocals too.
Well, and I love the original song so much, and I love Borns, and you know, it's just like the way that it went down with somebody stealing the song first and like forcing us into that situation. Like, you know, obviously, you know, I wouldn't take back a thing. Things went down the way that they did, and things are great now. But it was just really interesting how like that, you know, you see there's like politics in music. That's crazy. You know?
For no reason too, because like
Yeah.
I've even seen on Reddit like seeing that exact same sample on
Don't even
on
get me
the track.
started with Reddit, man.
Yeah. They'll be saying like, hey, did he take the sample and make it his own, or did he like steal it? It's like no one can really pinpoint it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that, I mean, like people have an idea where it came from, and you just creatively like flipped it on its head, and all of us appreciate that too.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Do you have anything coming up that you want people to be aware of? Any releases or shows?
Well, Sonic Dream label has started. It is a platform for all of my new and interesting experimental musical endeavors. There is a 6-minute jazz EDM song coming. There is a song written in a Slavic language that I sing as well. Just a lot of experimental weird stuff, and I hope you like it. So, yeah.
Nice. And then any surprises that you have? I mean, you don't have to tell me now, like any for like releases or collabs or anything that's special that you're working on besides the music?
I'm working on some music.
Oh.
We're working on a few collabs that I can't really. I'll tell you about it afterward. But we're working on some collabs that are actually really cool. So, yeah.
Nice. I'm stoked to hear it.
And a secret project.
Oh, there you go. You heard it here first. A secret project and more collabs coming from the one and only Slushii. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. And
Thank
then you can catch him tonight here at Gold Rush Music Festival here in Arizona. Thanks so much for joining another episode of Launchpad. This is Slushii. I'm Chris. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Love you guys.